they were told the courthouse was closed, but they had not heard about the evacuation. So let me see. Okay, I'm seeing something from Twitter here. Let me make sure. We have some possible evacuations happening. So
where?
Okay, so this came out, what is today? Oh. Okay, Woodward is talking about evacuations, but it was
really?
still, yeah. Well, not for them, but
okay.
for Taloga. Okay, the courthouse is evacuating. Okay, let's just make sure that we have confirmation before we start. Okay. Okay, so I've yet to see any mandatory evacuations for Taloga. It sounds like the city may be shutting down for the day, just like public schools have in Sealing as well as Taloga. As soon as I get any updates, I'll definitely let you know. And I wouldn't think that a mandatory evacuation would be warranted at the moment, but I'm still going to be monitoring this pretty close. Okay, so they were talking about the possibility that a siren would blow if there were any mandatory evacuations. So yeah, that is good information there. Okay, that flare-up is getting pretty large. And right now, Val is talking to the Oklahoma Forestry Department, and hopefully he'll have an update for us here in just a few minutes. Okay, we have a new flare-up just to our west also. And I'm not seeing so much near Putnam anymore, so maybe they put a stop to that one. But a new flare-up directly west of our current location. Okay, Kara, you're talking about a new fire 8 miles west of Laverne. Let's see if Marty knows about that. Okay, thanks everybody about that information coming from Taloga, from Woodward News, just talking about the election board in Taloga in Dewey County, and the Dewey County Courthouse is closing early today, and the election board. So, so as far as we know right now, no mandatory evacuations, just city and government offices are closing for the day. And just to reiterate, oh goodness, we have a bigger fire just to our west. But just to reiterate, Taloga and Sealing schools were out today. Okay, there's the new flare-up just to our west. Okay, Val's still out there chatting, so I moved the truck. Okay, so western Dewey and Castor County mesonet stations are now reading 95/20. So 95 degrees now with a dew point of 20, and Arnett, the station just to the west, is 9. The dew point's 9. So, and now I'm starting to see those 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts starting to really filter in into the Texas Panhandle, moving this way. So right now, Dewey and Castor County are pretty much just gusting to 25, but like we've been talking about all morning, we expect those to go up within the next few hours. It looked like, according to the models, between 2 and 7 p.m. we're going to be, that's going to be the window of the highest wind gusts. Yeah, so that flare-up that you see is just to our west. And this is going to be southwest of Oakwood, northeast of Putnam, pretty much in the river bottom area. And our location is just, yeah, it's just east of the river. Okay. Yeah, I can really personally feel how hot these temperatures are starting to get out here. It's getting very hot and dry very quickly. A far cry from what we have seen in the last few days. Hey, can you put a drop on that?
Yeah. They asking for it?
Yeah, I just...
Okay. Let me find
I think I accidentally put one there.
Can you take it off?
I don't know. I just hit the map and I accidentally put that one there, but...
That one?
Yeah.
Did you tell him that was a bad... See if you can remove it.
Hold on. Here, you need to answer some questions there.
On Facebook?
Yeah, just pull that up.
Okay. Wow. All right, so we're just going to do an update here. I just got through talking to a Forestry Service fire behavior analyst, okay, and they've got a couple of them out here. He was taking weather readings where we're sitting, and fire behavior analyst. So he's got some weather equipment. He was taking a wind reading. The wind, about an hour ago, was gusting to 24 right here in this location. Now it has gotten a little bit weaker for the moment. Probably gusting into the upper teens, averaging a little bit lower than that, which is good news. But as I look out right now, it looks like the wind is starting to pick back up again. And also, he had a relative humidity reading of 17.9% right here at this location. And so that's going to be going down as the day goes on, with the dry line moving through and all of that. So Crystal Hicks Nelson says, is it true that Sealing is being evacuated? And we have not heard that. We've heard that they're putting them on standby, that they might have to be evacuated later today. Yes, go ahead, Marty.
I can give you an update about that.
Okay. Marty? Marty, I'm here. Oh, no problem. So, what's your update?
Well, I can tell you that Taloga city officials have closed down the courthouse, the Dewey County Courthouse, and so that raised some concern. But I also heard that they were going to blare sirens if there's a mandatory evacuation for Taloga, and that has not happened yet. So basically the evacuations have been the election board as well as the county courthouse, but they have not officially made a mandatory evacuation for the town, is what I know at this point.
So they're going to sound the sirens in town if they evacuate, right?
Yes.
All right.
It's going to be south of that road, isn't it? Who's that talking?
Marty. Eight miles west of Laverne.
Yeah.
8 miles west of Laverne, there's a fire. Marty is going to be headed that way. He's got a long ways to go to get there. So that's a new fire 8 miles west of Laverne that we're hearing. So 8 miles west of Laverne, there's a new fire going up from what we're hearing from Marty. Just to let you know, just got through talking to the Forestry Service. The Forestry Service has a fire behavior analyst that, as a matter of fact, I think they've got more than one, but he is going around different parts of this fire taking weather readings, maybe soil or vegetation readings, and he's an expert on fire spread.
We're up to 95 degrees now.
In western
Dewey and
not
Castor
here
County.
where we're at, because it says 83 on my thermometer.
Right.
Now the guy behind us
And
he measured 85, I believe.
Okay.
On his 85 or 86 is what he had just about 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
The highest wind gust he's seen here has been 24.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's going to be getting stronger that just a little bit later as the winds start to move in. The relative humidity, per his measurement, was 17.9%.
But we're very, very close to that dry line. Yeah.
Okay. So we're very close to the dry air.
Yeah. That dry line is just now entering the western part of this county, so.
So it's close to being here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could just see it switch just then on the new update.
Western part of the county, 15 dew point.
Yes.
16, 15. 94 in the center part of the county. We're 86, 87 right here. David's truck thermometer must be lying. It says 83.
Now, what is that? Is that blowing dust?
Looks like it to me. Why? As somebody on a dirt road, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's what it is. So, couple hot spots over here we're still watching.
Can you show me, like, what, okay, if I hit plus, how do I get to the fire? Because that says photo. I don't want photo, I want
That.
But where, how does it know what product I'm wanting to put?
You gotta.
You know, the whole list, there's like a whole...
I know, that's what I was trying to find out a while ago.
Okay.
I figured out a way to get to it, but I don't know now. Oh, look at the big smoke west of here.
Yeah. No!
No! See that big smoke out there?
Yes.
Way out there? So if you're listening, I just texted you, seeing a bigger area of smoke now, almost due west, but slightly south of due west from our location. I'm just going to estimate 12 to 15 miles. I mean, it's going to be somewhere, it looks like to me somewhere west of Putnam. Yeah, maybe west of Putnam, maybe slightly west-northwest of Putnam. And, you know, really, that's probably the biggest smoke I can see from here and everywhere I'm looking.
Okay, they just had an alarm go off. I'm wondering what that was.
Okay.
This one's flaring up again, too.
Yeah, it is. Wind's starting to pick up, too, a little.
Can you monitor this?
Yeah, and I'm getting text from Nathan.
Did I do that wrong?
I don't know. What did you just do?
Well, I just put a location point on that.
Let me see. Let me see.
But it showed as a photo, not as a flare-up.
Well, you got to make sure you click on the right.
Well, there's no menu. That's what I'm saying. What did the text say?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
What did what say?
The text.
Could be interior pockets. See fire location off 47 by the Black Point drop. I'm just going to let him know what you did.
Oh, I see it now. I was on the wrong map. Okay, now I see what to do. Because now I can go here, here. No, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so new flare up just to our southwest. We have a brush pumper on the scene. Let's see. And they are from the Oakwood Fire Department. Yeah, you don't need to move. That's okay. I can move.
All right, so we're seeing a couple of bigger flare-ups now south in the rugged river bottom area south of us, about 2 to 3 to 4 miles down in that area. Also, we're seeing probably the biggest smoke that we can see now is on the horizon west-southwest of our current location. I'm talking almost due west, but a little south of due west. I mean, and that's possibly, I want to say somewhere between 10 and 12 to 15 miles. It's hard to tell exactly how far, but that's the most extensive area of smoke we can see now is west-southwest, somewhere out in the vicinity of Putnam or west of Putnam. It's hard to really say for sure. I'm almost thinking too that we might do a point when we get right next to one.
Okay.
I think that's kind of what he was asking us.
Okay.
And you know, because I think it's going to be hard for anybody to estimate from a distance. You know.
Yeah, if it's east or west of the river, we don't really know.
Right.
But you can tell it's within
that one?
the burned area. Yeah. I mean,
that one is over the horizon. That's a long ways out.
No, I'm talking about the one.
Oh, that one right there. Okay, I see what you're saying.
See how, I mean, it's in the trees, but it's within the boundary of the burned area, if that makes sense. So it's definitely west of this fire line. Does that make sense?
Yep. But it's gonna push into the, if there is a burned area right there, but right now there's two big areas smoke that we can see. The one is pretty far out to the west-southwest, and the other one is just south of us, maybe 2 miles, 2 to 3 miles straight south of us. I'm gonna do, I know they monitor our video. I was just told they monitor our video at the Incident Command Center. They say it's very, very helpful. So are you pulled out on this all the way?
I mean, I am somewhat.
Okay.
You can zoom.
I'm going to zoom all the way out here because they say they really like it when we zoom out. They can see the whole horizon. Okay, this shot, I'm going to turn the camera. This shot right there is looking due south. That's looking due south from our present location.
Do we have a road? Let's see.
Looking due south, and from our location, we're going to be at
the intersection of 2370 and 770.
We're at the intersection of 2370 and 770. That's within a few feet of that. That's where we are. So that's looking due south. I know there's cloud cover coming in. It's going to be a lot harder to see. Now, I'm going to turn the truck while we do this, just very slowly, if you can keep us
Sure.
On the horizon here. I'm going to keep the camera pulled out, and let's kind of look towards the north. I'm sorry, west.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop right here, and we're going to point to the west.
Let's due west.
Let's due west. We all the way out?
So that's 770 road, just to our right. And that little flare-up that we had down the road across the river was definitely south of 770, but across the river.
Okay, so
it's probably 2 miles over. It's hard to gauge the distance. Hey, and look at this big flare-up. Hey, move up that direction. We have another flare-up just north of us. Wow, that's
bigger
big.
one. It's a bigger one.
Let's see if we can get the camera on that.
And from our straight west shot there, you could see the further out one. Okay, there's a pretty big flare up. I can do it from here.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking, now we're looking to the northwest.
Zoom in on that if you can, just a little bit.
Okay, I want to zoom in on this. And that's a pretty big one there too. We really have stuff going all over the place. That's north of us. I don't know. That's probably, I don't know how many miles. 5 at least 5 miles, maybe more north. Boy, that's going up big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We need to get up there.
You think so?
Let's do it. We can come back here if we need to.
Where is that in relation to ceiling, you think? Let me look at this.
There's something big going up to the north. I'm going to go that direction.
Okay.
And there's something big starting to go up to the south, too. You see that coming?
Yeah, big flare up.
Pull the camera back and let's...
So there's a brush pumper from Oakwood. We've been visiting with them some.
Look at that.
Wow. us an update real quick?
Okay, as soon as I can get myself buckled here, we just bumped me through. All right, so I want to give an update. We are 4 miles, 4 to 5 southwest of Oakwood, and we are.
Someone says they live 4.5 miles east of Sealing on Indian Road, and it's directly south of his house or her house. Bailey Irving. Thank you so much for that update.
All right, let's say that again. Tell it to me. Let me say it a little louder here.
4.5 miles east of Sealing on Indian Road, and it's directly south of her house.
4.5 miles east of Sealing on Indian Road, and it's directly south of his house.
Okay, Debbie, if you can give us your location.
I'm here. I'm gonna tell you there's a new fire going up. We just now starting to move, but it's 4.5 miles east of Sealing and directly south. Someone on Facebook said it's directly south of that location on Indian Hills Road, or something like that. But it's, look at my shot if you can see it. It's a pretty big flare up.
Probably 10 miles south, so it's going to be south.
How far south?
Southeast of Sealing. It's probably 10 miles south of her location.
Well,
so
we're headed.
Yeah, we're headed that way.
That's the one, Marty. That's the one for sure. And we're headed that way.
Okay, thank you, Bailey, for that update. Appreciate that. That's the one we're looking at. It looks pretty big from our vantage point. We're straight west of Oakwood.
It must be because
4
it's
miles.
pretty big.
So we're on 750 Road intersection, 4 miles west of Oakwood currently. Looking to our northwest. Wow. Oh, I think we caught air on that one. I got it.
You got it. That. I know that there's some super dry air. You can see it on Mesonet coming in.
94 degrees, central Dewey County now.
Yeah, Alan, I've been talking to Alan, stopped in Watonga to get something to eat, and he's going to be heading, he said he was heading to the north of Thomas area. Yes, we are. We have been for 2 hours. All right. There's a big. Okay, for you guys on Facebook, this is the first big fire today that we're seeing, and this is going to be 4.5 east of Sealing. And how far south do you think, Amy?
10 miles.
10 miles south, so southeast of Sealing, about 12 miles, approximately 10 to 12 southeast of Sealing. And from here, the smoke looks pretty big, and I don't know what the terrain is like there, but we will find out shortly.
Okay, we're on 740 Road, just northwest of Oakwood, approaching Highway 270.
David, that Sealing fire is definitely getting bigger.
We'll be traveling north